like I said, COVID did prevent us from going out because we were forced to be inside. We were on lockdown. It was a whole pandemic, según, and we couldn't go out. Everything shut down, clubs, restaurants, everything. For a cool minute, things then reopened, but some things honestly didn't close. But clubs and all that, where there was a lot of people, like crowded people and stuff like that, did close. So that was a big thing into why I stopped going out every weekend, partying every weekend. The whole COVID thing, it was bad. But I mean, let's just not get into it. Let's not talk about it because it gets wild. But the whole lockdown situation where we couldn't go out, it really helped me grow because I spent a lot of time by myself, and I continued drinking for a while during that whole time, pandemic. But that's where I really connected with myself, and I grew so much, and I just learned so much about myself because I was just with me, I was literally like alone, Honestly, that was a really intense time in my life. The whole transitioning, that was like the transition part, honestly, because now I don't drink, I don't go out, anything like that. I mean, I go out grocery shopping to do things, but I don't go out. Like, I don't go to the club anymore. I don't go out to parties anymore like that. I've gone out recently to a couple. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But I just don't do that anymore. The whole transition part, it was very intense for me because so many shit hit me. I was just lost, and I had escaped for so long where I was like, whoa, like literally everything hit me, thoughts, feelings, everything. Looking back at it right now, I was really reflecting the other day when I was like thinking about what I wanted to talk about and just how much I've grown. Also because I have gone out recently. And okay, so I've gone out to like a couple parties, right? I think it was last month where I went to my first family party again in hella long. I think in like 2 years, to be honest. And shit was wild. Let me tell you, I'm not gonna say what happened. Shit got a little crazy, and I was like, dude, this is exactly why I don't go out. Nah, but I mean, stuff went down. Let me tell you, shit always goes down at a family party. But it's just funny, like, I mean, I still got love for them. I got love for everybody. This was another reason why I wanted to talk about this, just to like see where I stand now. I can go out. People can drink, smoke around me, and it's not a temptation, where I did strictly exclude myself from those situations, from that environment, from the parties, from all that, purposely in the beginning because I didn't want any temptations. A big part where I was still drinking towards the end when I was like really deep in it was because I've always thought like I wanted to stop or just not drink as much, but people would be like, oh, let's go sip, and I'd be like, okay. Or they'd be like, oh, you're a puss if you don't take a shot, da da da. And I'd be like, well, I'm not a puss, so let me fucking take it. I didn't want none of that peer pressure or anything. I still didn't have my boundaries set, so I wanted to work on that and just build myself up and really ground myself to be able to say no and just get my energy right. So I was doing a lot of reflecting, and I really see no point in partying anymore. We hear party in your 20s, you're still young, live it up, have fun. That's not having fun. I didn't have fun during those times. I thought it was fun during that time. My mindset has really changed a lot from back then. And I would tell 20-year-olds, don't party in your 20s. Don't live it up like that. Have fun, yes, but that doesn't mean having fun. Don't escape. I'd say build your life in your 20s. Really work on what you truly want to do, on your dreams. Try out new things. That way you see what you like. I get it. You're still in your 20s. You don't have to know what you want to do in life. You don't have to have a career set. None of that. You're still young. You're still exploring. But that's why I would suggest you try out new things, work on different things, see what truly brings you happiness. Let your soul guide you. Don't escape. Don't numb yourself. Don't disconnect. Build the life that you truly want. Because, like, now how I see it now, people party in their 20s and then get burnt out. I feel like I hit that a little bit. I did get burnt out and I just got tired of it. I stopped pretty early. I stopped drinking at 25 years old. And that's pretty young because people are still old in age and are still drinking really tough and just don't quit. People went right back into it after COVID, after things opened after COVID, went back to party, this and that. Where I thought, should I go back? Like, am I missing out? But it's like, no, that's what you should see. Those are the people that do not grow, that have not grown mentally, spiritually, emotionally. They just haven't grown. I outgrew that for the better. I outgrew that for the better. In the 30s, that's when people are like, okay, let me settle down. Let me do this and that. But there's really no timeline of when you should do stuff. Everybody's path is different. You don't want to feel burnt out. You don't want to party in your 20s and then feel burnt out and then not wanting to do stuff. It being too late, you having all these mental issues, all these emotional issues. Following that route where they say party in your 20s, this and that. It's just following what everybody else is doing and following what people are telling you to do. I'd say build that life that you truly want early on. That way you can then have fun after, instead of just dreading because you've wasted so much energy and time into useless shit like partying, going out, drinking, hanging out with your friends, and not working on your goals, on your dreams. I did get tired of it because I started pretty early with drinking.